Hello and welcome back. Now, there are many great hammers in this game, however they've always got one thing in common. They're always impact based, which does kind of make sense. It's a hammer, hammers are very impactful. However, I'm sure we've all been wondering what would happen if we got a slash hammer. Well, I give you Arca Titron, which is the answer to said question, with a bit of modding. Now, as I've just said, it's a hammer and all hammers are impact based, as is the Arca Titron. However, if you are lucky enough to have a buzzkill, whack a buzzkill on this thing and you put slash as its main damage type, and from there this weapon just wrecks. Build up a little bit of status around it, do your standard crit stuff, and away you go. This thing pulverizes pretty much anything and everything. I've taken it into a mod survival and it was happily chewing through enemies of level 700 plus, so if you are an endurance runner, this will be a very good weapon for you. Now, there are a few downsides to it, and that being that, as we know, again, all hammers are pretty slow. They're hefty, they're large, they take a little bit of effort to swing. Well, Arca Titron has the slowest attack speed of all of those weapons. So, Tactical Potato, if you end up watching this, I dare you to put Spoiled Strike on this thing with no other attack speed modifiers and do one of your Hold My Beer videos. Anyway, callouts aside, like I said, this weapon is slow, so most people would go for a Berserker. However, it's the initial swing of getting it up to buffed standard with the attack speed that I just can't deal with, so I've actually gone with Primed Fury. Doesn't give you as much of an attack speed bonus, but due to the low attack speed in the first place, you're only missing 20%, which isn't the greatest amount. And I do find the consistency of Primed Fury to be just generally a bit more worth it, but that's a personal choice for me. If you can deal with that low initial attack speed until you've built it up, then go for Berserker. That is entirely your choice. Now, sadly, the clip I'm showing here isn't really giving it any justice because this hammer is just too damn powerful. It just chews everything. So we're now in the Simulacrum with 20 Corrupted Heavy Gunners at level 150, and it will happily chew through these guys. Once Blood Rush and Drifting Contact start to just build up a few of those attack speed and melee combo counters, you're fine. It's just happy chew, see you later, have fun. You're guaranteed a few slash procs, along with the fact that I'm also utilising Corrosive, plus 75% damage against their ferrite armour, and adding in the simple fact that this currently has the highest base damage of all melee weapons in the game. This thing is quite literally a titan among the melee weapons, and I can see becoming the new meta. It is just slow. So if you can, I would say get a river mod, and doesn't matter what else you get really, just try and get some attack speed on the thing. Obviously try not to go too far into the negatives with the damage, but this thing is an absolute wrecking ball, so hopefully you don't mind it too much. Now, this weapon does have a great little sort of gimmick. Your slam attacks can stack up damage, increasing up to 100% at 10 stacks, as well as slam attacks have a 100% chance of an electricity proc, so in a way you could kind of see this being a good weapon for Hydroid. Hydroid has a chance to spawn tentacles with slam attacks, so you could probably mix it up a little bit there. But basically, general gameplay style of this is you're going to want to use quite a few slam attacks, as well as the fact that Crushing Ruin, half of the attacks in it are slam attacks. So yeah, this weapon, amazing. Kind of overshadowed the Prime Access a little bit, the whole Arca thing, but seriously, this weapon 100% recommend, especially for you endurance runners. This will carry you quite far. Now, my build is probably not going to be too much of a shock. Condition Overload, Blood Rush, Buzzkill, Primed Fury, or you can go with Berserker if you want, Prime Pressure Point, Voltaic Strike, Virulent Scourge, and Drifting Contact. Anyway, that's me. Thank you very much, and I will see you pretty darn soon. Ta-ra!